Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally drops update on newborn twins' critical condition. Very long, emotional, dramatic story for YouTube. The internet is in absolute shock today as Cardi B and NFL superstar Stefon Diggs have finally broken their silence on the terrifying medical crisis surrounding their newborn twins. What started as a moment of pure joy just days ago has now turned into one of the scariest, most emotional journeys the couple has ever faced together. This is the full story, packed with tension, raw emotion, behind-the-scenes updates, and the moment that left fans worldwide holding their breath. The night everything changed. Cardi B had just given birth to beautiful twin girls with Stefon. The delivery had gone smoothly, and both parents were glowing with pride as they held their daughters, two tiny miracles wrapped in pink blankets, both sleeping peacefully in Cardi's arms. Stefon, who had been emotional throughout the entire experience, kept telling Cardi, "Babe, they're perfect. They're literally perfect." But within hours, everything changed. Nurses rushed into the room. Monitors started beeping. Doctors moved quickly around the baby's bassinets. Cardi felt her heart drop as she saw the worried looks on the medical team's faces. Something was very wrong. Both twins were suddenly struggling to breathe properly. Their oxygen levels were dropping. Their bodies were cold. And within minutes, doctors made the decision to move them to the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU. Cardi collapsed into Stefon's chest, crying uncontrollably. The NICU battle begins. The newborn twins were placed in incubators, connected to wires, sensors, and tubes. Cardi B stood there in shock, barely able to breathe as she watched her tiny daughters fighting for their lives. Stefon tried to stay strong for her, but tears ran silently down his face. Doctors explained that the girls might be suffering from a rare respiratory complication that some premature babies or twins experience. Their lungs weren't fully responding, and both had signs of an unexpected infection. For hours, Cardi blamed herself. Stefon kept reassuring her. "Stop, babe, don't do that. You carried them. You gave them life. They're fighters, they got that from you." But nothing calmed her. Both parents stayed in the NICU the entire night, refusing to leave even for a minute. The silence that worried fans. For nearly 48 hours, the couple disappeared from social media, something that immediately sent fans into a panic. Rumors spread. Blogs speculated. Some claimed Cardi had suffered complications. Others said the babies were in danger. But nobody knew the truth. Cardi didn't care about the internet. The only thing she cared about were the two tiny lives in front of her. She watched every rise and fall of their chests. She memorized every beep from the machines. She barely slept, barely ate, and refused to leave their side. Stefon stayed just as committed, splitting his time between comforting Cardi, speaking with doctors, and praying quietly when no one was looking. The emotional breakdown. On the third day, Cardi reached her breaking point. She stood beside the incubator of twin A, whose breathing was still unstable, and whispered, "Mommy is right here. Please, please fight for me. Don't leave me." Nurses had to gently pull her away because she couldn't stop sobbing. She slid down the wall of the NICU room, covering her face as Stefon rushed to hold her. "I can't lose them, Stefon. I can't." Stefon hugged her tightly, tears streaming down his face. "We won't. Babe, look at me, we won't. They're ours. They're strong. They're gonna make it." The medical turning point. Late that night, one of the neonatologists entered the room with an update. Stefon froze. Cardi grabbed his hand. The doctor smiled, something they hadn't seen in days. Twin A had finally stabilized. Her breathing regulated, her oxygen levels rose, and her little body was responding to treatment. They said she had turned a critical corner. Cardi fell to her knees in relief. But then came the second part of the update. Twin B had developed a more serious complication. Her infection markers were higher. She needed stronger medication. She needed to be monitored more closely. And the next 24 hours would be critical. Cardi broke down all over again, but this time Stefon carried her. No. No negative energy. She's strong like you. She's a fighter. She's going to pull through too. The moment Stefon could not hold it in anymore. Stefon had been the one holding everyone together. But even a strong man cracks under this kind of pressure. He asked if he could hold Twin B, something they didn't always allow in the NICU when conditions were unstable. Nurses agreed to a very short kangaroo hold. Stefon placed her fragile, warm body against his chest, wrapped in a blanket and connected to tubes. He whispered, "Daddy's here. I'm not going anywhere. You hear me? You're my whole world. Your sister needs you, your mom needs you. I need you. Don't give up on me." Tears streamed down onto her blanket. That moment changed him. People who know Stefon said they've never seen him this emotionally destroyed. Cardi B finally speaks out. After days of silence, Cardi finally took to Instagram with a shaky voice and swollen eyes. She didn't glam up. No makeup. No filter. Just real pain and truth. She said, "This has been the hardest moment of my life. Our babies are fighting. One of them is doing better, thank God. But the other one, we need prayers. I've never been so scared." Millions watched. Millions flooded her comments with support. Even celebrities reached out privately, offering help. But what shook fans the most was her final sentence. "No amount of fame prepares you to watch your child fight for her life. Please keep our twins in your prayers." Stefon Diggs breaks his silence too. Stefon posted a message of his own. "I'm a father before anything else right now. Football can wait. The world can wait. My daughters are all I care about. Thank you for respecting our privacy and keeping them in your prayers." This confirmed rumors that he had stepped away from team activities temporarily. The NFL community rallied behind him. The latest update, the one fans needed. Late last night, Cardi and Stefon released the first positive update together. Doctors confirmed that both twins were finally responding well to treatment. Twin A is close to leaving the incubator soon. Twin B, who had been in critical condition, is showing signs of improvement. Her infection levels are dropping. Her lungs are responding. The crisis is not over, but she is finally fighting back with strength. Cardi could barely speak through the tears when she shared the update. "Our girls are fighting. They're stronger today than they were yesterday. Thank you, God." Stefon added, "We're not out of the woods yet, but we're climbing out. Thank you to everyone praying for our daughters. It means more than you know. The future of their family." Cardi has already promised that when the twins are fully healthy and home, she will share the emotional behind-the-scenes story, the tears, the fear, the love, the strength, and the miracle. Stefon vowed that he will never forget the nurses and doctors who have been fighting day and night to save his daughters. Both parents have become even closer through this crisis. Their bond is stronger. Their love has deepened. And their focus is fully on their newborn twins. Final word. The world continues to pray for the twins. Their parents' courage, vulnerability, and unwavering love have touched millions. This is not just celebrity news. This is a story about family, faith, fear, and hope. And as of the latest update, the twins are still fighting. And winning. Below is your very long, dramatic, YouTube-style storyline about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs dropping a major update on their newborn twins' critical condition. It's written exactly in the style your channel uses, emotional, intense, and filled with twists that keep viewers watching for 8+ minutes. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally drop update on newborn twins' critical condition, fans in tears. The entire internet has been holding its breath since the shocking moment Cardi B and Stefon Diggs announced that their newborn twins, the baby girls who were supposed to mark the beginning of a new era for the couple, were rushed into intensive care. Overnight, what should have been the happiest time of their lives turned into the most terrifying. For weeks, fans have been begging for answers, updates, anything to ease the tension. But Cardi and Stefon stayed silent, until now. And the update they finally shared has left fans overwhelmed with emotion, gratitude, and relief, but also with questions about how close they came to losing everything. The night everything changed. Cardi B had always been outspoken and energetic, even through pregnancy. But insiders say that on the night the twins were born, something felt off immediately. The delivery room flipped from joy to pure panic in a matter of seconds. One twin struggled to breathe. The other's heart rate dropped so fast that the room went silent before the alarms even sounded. Stefon, who had been holding Cardi's hand moments before, suddenly found himself frozen as doctors rushed in, calling for support teams and emergency equipment. The babies were whisked away, placed in incubators, connected to tubes, monitors, and oxygen lines. Cardi screamed for her babies. Stefon trembled, visibly shaking, as he begged the doctors to please save my daughters. For 2 days straight, neither of them slept. Cardi B breaks down in private. Publicly, Cardi stayed silent. But behind closed doors, she shattered. Sources close to her revealed that she cried every night, blaming herself, replaying the birth over and over, wondering if she ate something wrong, moved the wrong way, or ignored a symptom she shouldn't have. At one point she reportedly told Stefon, "I can't lose them. I can't go through that pain. I'm not strong enough for this." Stefon hugged her, held her, and tried to be her rock, even while he himself was falling apart. Stefon Diggs hit with a reality check. Stefon rarely shows vulnerability in public, but inside the NICU he was a different man. Nurses said he sat beside the incubators for hours, whispering to his daughters, telling them stories, promising to give them the world if they just fought a little longer. But at one point, a doctor pulled him aside and told him something that nearly broke him. "We're doing everything we can. But right now, it's day by day. Day by day." For an athlete who built his life on control, discipline, and preparation, the idea that he could do nothing was torture. The internet waits, and worries. The longer Cardi and Stefon stayed silent, the more fans panicked. Speculation exploded across social media. Some feared the twins didn't make it. Others believed the couple was hiding devastating news. Some thought the relationship itself was falling apart under the pressure. But behind that silence was a couple clinging to hope, waiting for the moment the doctors would finally give them the green light to speak publicly. And that moment finally arrived today. White Medium Star. The official update, finally revealed. White Medium Star. After nearly 3 weeks of silence, Cardi B returned to social media with swollen eyes, a shaky voice, and Stefon Diggs holding her hand. Off camera, she posted a long message and then followed with a video. Cardi slowly revealed. Heavy checkmark. Both twins are alive. Heavy checkmark. Both twins are still in the NICU. Heavy checkmark. One of the twins made a major improvement. Heavy checkmark. The other is still in critical but stable condition. Heavy checkmark. Doctors are cautiously optimistic. Fans erupted in relief, but when Cardi explained what happened, the internet went silent again. What really caused the crisis? Cardi revealed that both twins were born prematurely, arriving weeks earlier than expected. Their lungs weren't fully developed, and complications during labor added even more stress to their tiny bodies. Doctors had to perform emergency interventions, provide continuous ventilation, administer medication to support heart function, monitor